What's up, guys? Welcome to my frequency. I'm Michael Jarlow, and today we're going to look at some creepy TikToks that will make you question reality. So without any further ado, let's get into it.
Here we go! Here we go! Here we go! Here we go! Hey
everyone, it's Dave Bondi. How are you doing? We have breaking news coming out of Matteson, Illinois. Take a look at this right here. There has been a train derailment and a possible leak of chemicals. Evacuations are happening in this area right now. A freight train derailed Thursday morning. Today is, what is today's date? The 27th of June, June 27th. This happened earlier today. It happened near the 21,000 block of Main Street in this town around 10:45 a.m. As a result, homes in this nearby area are being asked to evacuate because of a leaking train car. That's a big mess right there. We don't know the exact situation as to what may have caused this train derailment, but we do know this is happening as we speak. Residents within a mile south of Main Street and 217th Street were given a mandatory evacuation order. They were prepared for a long-term evacuation. They were told that they could be gone for quite some time. So I'm going to make a new video. Make sure you follow me. When I get new information, I'll drop out a new video, everyone. This is happening right now. Hey, everyone, it's Dave Bondi. How are you doing? We have...
So they're back to derailing trains.
Zing!
Planes falling out of the sky. I saw they were transporting a space module or something, and the safety hatch flew off of it. They can't build nothing. Are they doing it on purpose? I mean, there is no space. We need to stop using trains now. I mean, what's going on?
It was a jump to conclusions, Matt.
It's crazy. I mean, I'm kind of sick of it, man. It's always something, isn't it? Let's move on.
Freemasons always place the east at the top of their artwork and the north and south on the sides. This is because they understand the true cosmology of this realm, but you don't. North is the center of this realm. This is where all compasses point to, because the Earth's electromagnetic field and all this energy centers at this point. It's the strongest point. South is anywhere that goes opposite from the center. So if you walk this way, that is south, and that is south, and that is south. West is when you go left around the magnetic pole. This is anti-clockwise. If you were here and started walking west, you would end up in the exact same spot. East is the clockwise turn around the center axis. So if you were here and walked east, you would end up in the exact same position. With that being said, east is the right turn, left is the west turn. They always show the ladder to the east. Why? Because the ladder is your spine, and the east means the right, which is the right hemisphere of your brain. In short, the right hemisphere produces a holistic view of reality. So this sees humanity as one unified consciousness. The left hemisphere breaks this down into individuals. This sees the trees, this sees the whole woods. So when Jesus says, cast the net onto the right hand side of the boat and you will find fish, this represents cast your awareness into the right hemisphere and you will see the unification of the universe. You will see the higher self. This is the higher self. This is the ego. You will realize everything is connected and everything is all one. Use the code WISE20, all capital letters, for more information. Read this book. Freemasons always place the east at the top.
I like that, dude. I need to get that book.
Nobody said anything about $3.
But I've been told, see, your heart is a thinking organism, and that's why they say think with your heart, because you're gonna have unclear thinking up here because there's two hemispheres. It thinks all at once. You think with your heart, and not your right hemisphere or your left hemisphere. If you can pull that off of the brain, you know.
It's an organ palooza.
As far as the flat Earth thing, I'd buy that for $1.
I'd buy that for $1.
Come on, let's keep going. Before we get into the next one, I did want to bring this up. I made a short. I was going to read this. This is a Freemason Bible that I guess was left for me. I was going to read it, but I'm thinking about just burning it on the video instead. Because who cares what it says, you know what I mean? But y'all let me know what y'all want me to do. If y'all want to see me burn this, I'll burn it. Y'all want me to read it? I'll read it.
Burn, baby, burn!
I did have a Mason Master come in and tell me on that short that I should read it. I don't know. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Come on, let's get into this next video. I like this guy.
Hey, NASA employees are living in a simulation, and I have proof.
And even during simulations, it's not just an exercise. The simulations seem as real as the mission.
It's true, the director of NASA Mission Control makes sure that employees can't tell the difference between a simulation and the real mission. Pause and read his quote directly. It's understandable back in the Apollo days because all of Mission Control is just a bunch of data on the screens. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference between a simulation and a real mission if this is all I had besides this real footage. Fast forwarding to today, not much has changed. Just a bunch of data on the screens, and we got one view which they launched from Cape Canaveral toward the Bermuda Triangle. Then once the rocket gets to a certain height, it just turns into like a video game for Mission Control. During interviews of Mission Control, they really only show you just a little bit, but here's an interior shot of the ISS. I could take you there right now on Earth. There's a full mock-up of the International Space Station in Houston, Texas. Google Earth, Johnson Space Center. Click right there on Street View. It'll take you right inside of the International Space Station. Now look at this. I'm going to venture on through and show you a specific part that will really blow your mind. Okay? I want you to look at these stickers, patches, and signatures on the wall. Now get a mental picture of this. Now look at this supposed tour of the ISS while in orbit. I want you to look. See those and the signatures? Now, let's get a close look at the two compared to each other. This is from inside the mock-up, and this is from the tour supposedly in orbit. Now compare the two. What? Well, what about exterior shots of the ISS? You can't fake that. They're in space. Well, check out the blue tint. I'll show you the Neutral Buoyancy Lab. Here is Mission Control at the Neutral Buoyancy Lab, which is a giant Olympic swimming pool with an entire mock-up of the exterior of the International Space Station down under. Now they have a lot of scuba divers, a lot of cameras, a lot of green screens, and a lot of baloney happening right in this area. But they have a live ISS feed, and I track it with my phone. Does the live feed look something like this? Well, is this from the ISS or a weather balloon? It's a weather balloon with a GoPro lens. Now, I agree something's up there, but I don't think it's 250 miles away, the size of a football field, and following the curvature of space-time. Check out my pinned video on unconventional propulsion systems if you want to know what I think it could be. Because when we see it, it's not much smaller than this. Remember, the truth is the truth, whether you believe it or not. A lie needs your permission and your participation to even exist. And the only one place that a lie can exist is in the minds of those who are foolish enough to believe it. Back to you, Mission Control.
We have men in simulations. They're in the simulator. They're not flying up to the moon. But we feel like they're real.
You feel like they're real, but do you think that the entire space program, as you view it in your work, has a sense of unreality to it?
I think the atmosphere you work in is a little bit unreal as far as the actual facilities are concerned. You're totally isolated. You're surrounded by machines. There are no windows in the buildings where you work. The lighting is always the same. You lose all track of time.
Hey, NASA employees are living in a simulation, and I have proof.
We all have our own thoughts on this.
Flat! You're flat!
I will go back to his, you have to give the permission for the lie to exist. You have to participate. That's the part that makes me so mad, is that even in NFL football, you can tell some of it's fake. Like a guy will run into the blocker sometimes. Touchdown. Just an example, but the elections, the whole space fucking thing with no damn proof. I mean, if you think they landed on the moon in 1969 and didn't colonize it by now, which is what they do when they land somewhere, you get absolutely mad.
We're all a little crazy.
Let's keep going. See what's next.
Yo, what is Google trying to tell us? I saw a video do this, I did not believe it, so I did it myself, and it's true. I had a really strong feeling we would not see past 2030. Let me show you why. Okay, going through the dates one at a time. First, 2024. And it's just normal stuff, right? 2024, okay. Wait till you see what 2025 is. You can't make this stuff up. What is this? What is this? That, like, what's going on? Did you see the gas mask in the first one? What is this? Watch this. 2026, back to normal, right? But wait until you see 2027. Whoa, hold on there. What's going on with this? It's about to get really weird in 1 second. It's about to get really weird. Weird, huh? But just wait. 2028 is the craziest one. Almost. 2028. 2028, the end? 2028, Finn? 2028, the rapture? 2028, what is this? You guys, are you serious? All over the freaking place. Why? Watch 2029. The very end, supposedly, by Google. Meteors hitting the Earth. Like the very, very end. And the funniest part is 2030. Watch how we go from like the rapture in the end and asteroids into like just this futuristic new world. All of a sudden, we're in a new world. Look at this beside me. Look at that. So all of a sudden, we just transform into a new life. Odd. Y'all, what is...
So, for over a decade, I've knew about a lot of, and y'all probably do too, the Agenda 2030.
I am aware. I am aware.
And you can see it unfold in front of your eyes. And things that you're like, that's crazy. I can't believe. And I still can't believe people are blaming Biden and stuff. I mean, he's a part of it. But they're just doing what they said they were going to do 10 years ago. If we could get some unity, we may be able to do something about it. But, yeah, by 2030, I mean, we're not going to be able to own things. You can go to the UN website. I'll put the description. I'll put the link in the description for y'all. And just read what they had planned. You can piece everything together. You know? And you shouldn't be surprised. I'm not. Now, there's also such thing as fear-mongering. And I don't participate in it because I know what they're doing. Asteroids and stuff, I don't know, man. But they are trying to globalize. And they're succeeding because everybody's still playing pretend around here, man. The Hawk Tuah girl, really? She's going to make millions from fellatio. Imaginary fellatio, not even real. That's a reflection on society and how sick it is, man. I could go videotape myself feeding the homeless or, you know, that's not going to blow up at all. But y'all making, not y'all, but they're making drunk sluts millionaires.
I've missed your rants.
It's hilarious. Let's keep going. Tell me what y'all think about this. Y'all think Google's accurate? I don't know.
Hey guys, check out this amazing video of what appears to be some type of creature on someone's back porch in Long Island, New York. Appears to be carrying a glowing item, but people on social media saying this is a extraterrestrial carrying a baby. I hesitated whether I wanted to post this video and share it with the internet, but I shared it. And I want to know what you guys think this is. Some people are saying it's a interdimensional being because you can see through it. Others are saying it's a extraterrestrial gray. Whatever this thing is, it's creepy. But definitely want to know what you guys think about it. Please comment below. And also, guys, support the page. Don't forget to repost the video and also give us a like. But what do you think this is, guys? Incredible footage, man. Hey guys, check out this amazing video of what appears.
I believe in demons, and I believe they front as aliens.
You know, these demonic alien spirits are really valuable.
But, you know, I was just looking in the background, trying to see some... I mean, there's different colors on that thing, too, so... What are they using? Infrared? But I'm trying to, like, look for movement or lights flickering in the background or... You know, anything to say that this is a video and not some kind of put together video. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's a still shot with something being moved over it. I don't know. But I'm not buying it though.
Fake.
I've seen UFOs. I get they say it's what do they call it? Night terrors. They call it night terrors. I'm pretty damn sure that it's not just some kind of freak accident. I think it's like some of the chosen ones are really terrorized.
Terrorize this.
Because I am at times. But no, I'm not buying this.
Nope.
Let's go to the next one. Alright, this will probably be the last one for today. June, about a year ago. See what he's got to say.
See, my surrogate mother was Viola Armstrong. She had a son named Neil.
Oh, really?
As you know, the story goes, he went down to Antarctica, had a heart attack, stroke combo, and came back. And then there was stuff on the internet. And I had to look at Buzz and ask him, Buzz, what happened down there, Bud? Buzz did say one thing, and it just stuck in my head. It's the way he said it. He just said, we thought out things we shouldn't. And if Buzz saw something, I don't know what it was, but it was enough to give the man a heart attack. So if there are beings down there, I would think these beings never planned on us. They've been there, you know, they came in millions of years ago. They've been under ice for millions of years. I don't think they were expecting us.
Let me ask the thing about Buzz Aldrin, that there was this very cryptic tweet that came out during his stay down there. He said, "We have seen the faces of evil and we're all in danger." Right. And this is right before he had his heart attack. And I can tell you, logistically, to do a medical evacuation from the interior of Antarctica is very difficult and very expensive. So something must have majorly gone wrong.
To underscore the fact that when the C-130 crew had dropped them off, they disappeared. And then when they went to try to find them, there was nothing at the National Science Foundation camp at all. Nothing.
They were
moving.
gone.
They were
dozen
totally
scientists.
gone. And when they did show up, they had been missing for a couple of weeks. And Brian S. and the C-130 flight crew were then sent back. And they were expecting that they would see this group of scientists out to meet their plane, doing this, yelling, something. And he said they were lined up like birds on a wire. They were all kind of next to each other, and most of them had their heads down looking at their feet when the C-130 was pulling up. And somebody had to go from the flight crew over to the scientists and direct them to get onto the plane. And they talked about how not one single scientist said one word. Most of them walked with their looking down at the ground. Brian said when they got them loaded up, he said to his flight chief, "What in the world? Where have they been?" And the flight chief said, "I don't know. We can't get a word out of them." And during the flight, Brian went and sat down next to one of the scientists, and he said he leaned over and touched the scientist's knee, and the man never looked up. And he said, it was as if we were dealing with 12 or 15 people who had suffered post-traumatic shock syndrome, that they were unnaturally frozen in their position and no speaking, and that they all looked afraid. That one of the SEALs that I have talked to that is not in the video said that as they walked for a mile or 2 miles into these very strange created architectures, they reached a point where something started coming through the walls out into the air. At first, it would go in and out of visibility, and then they realized that their minds were being manipulated. And then when they could see it clearly, and it was coming in and out like a television signal in the air, it appeared to be covered with scales, like an armadillo, the surface of an armadillo. And he said, when you are face to face with something like that, and you are trained in military to kill, but you're dealing with something you've never seen, and it can go in and out of visibility, and you know that your mind is being taken over by something that you are fighting. He said that happened in one of those corridors, and that was 2012.
See, my surrogate mother was Viola Armstrong. She had a son named Neil.
I'm sure we've all heard this by now. I'd have to check to see if he is actually his brother or whatever.
We never were. We were stepbrothers.
But I would like to hear an update on this.
Weekend Update with Chevy Chase.
All these stories from Antarctica, we're not allowed to go there. You'd think if they released something, thawed something out, and it was pure evil, we'd have seen it by now. Maybe we have. I don't know, tell me what y'all think about any of this stuff, man. This whole video, some of it, the alien may have been capped. This may even be capped. Disinformation, that is a popular tool of the government, CIA, stuff like that. I don't know. But thanks for joining me. I hope y'all have fun.
Fun.
I'll try to keep doing TikToks. When I get requests for music or anything, I'm going to do those first. And then I'll come back and do TikToks when I don't have a request going on. But appreciate y'all coming through. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications, comment, or don't. I really don't care. And I'll see y'all next time.